Iggy, welcome back to the Heptagon of Nerds, where we talk about nerdy stuff in a heptagon format. Today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man, specifically the Sony and Marvel deal that happened a couple days ago, which is awesome. More specifically about a couple of characters and the code of conduct that should be happening. So once again, that's the Sony and Marvel deal. Spider-Man is going to be in Civil War with Captain America and Iron Man, which is awesome, and then he's going to be in a new Sony Spider-Man movie with Kevin Feige producing. It's going to be awesome. After all this hullabaloo kind of calmed down on Twitter, Miles Morales, the wonderful successor in the Ultimate line for the Spider-Man costume, was trending long after the whole business died down. It would seem to me that the populace would like Miles Morales to be on screen in the cinematic universe as soon as possible. This is a bad idea. There's a few reasons why this is a bad idea. The first being Peter Parker. Peter Parker as a character in the first Spider-Man movie in 2001 was awesome and it was groundbreaking. But at the same time, there was that thought in the back of everyone's heads, wouldn't it be great if Spider-Man could team up with the X-Men? Now, it's not the X-Men, but Spider-Man does have an opportunity to interact with other superheroes that he's never been able to interact with before on the screen. And I want to see Peter do that. I want to see Peter Parker and Tony Stark get in a conversation. I want Captain America and Spider-Man to stare each other down in Civil War and really decide what morals are important to them. And I want that to be Peter Parker, because I care about Peter Parker. And as much as I care about Miles Morales too, if you stick with Miles Morales, Peter Parker is lost from the equation. And that's another thing. Miles Morales, as a character, would be detrimented if we brought him back too soon. The reason why is because Miles Morales, in the few times that we've seen him, becomes Spider-Man because Peter Parker has died. And that's great, because that puts Miles Morales in an entirely new position to tell stories that have never been told before. Like, what do you do when you become a hero after somebody already did that position? Spider-Man's never been able to do that unless he's been Miles Morales. He has his own set of problems and he has his own cast of characters. But without Peter making the hole for Miles to fill, a lot of his character potential, as we have come to understand it since 2011, isn't there. Lastly, I think the reason why this could be a problem is because Marvel, as a cinematic universe, has gotten a lot of its strength from pacing and from timing. They introduced Thanos at the end of the Avengers movie, but they're not going to do him right away for Avengers 2. The reason why is so they can give him enough time and enough theatrical tensity that when Infinity War does happen, you really think this guy is the big bad. He is the be-all, end-all bad guy that's going to give the biggest fight the Avengers ever had. The same way, Miles Morales will feel much more relevant and much more thematic if you pace it out with Peter Parker's life. What's the solution? Simple. Just keep Peter Parker there. Give Peter Parker that interaction with the other Avengers that I honestly really, really want to see. Have him be introduced in Civil War. Have him have his own movie in Spider-Man. Do Avengers Infinity War, and then either kill him in the Infinity War or in Spider-Man 2. And then, after he's had a real good 5-year run, hand it over to Miles Morales. I want a good Spider-Man. The end of the day, I guess that's all anybody really wants. And now that Sony and Marvel have come together to make this decision to make better content, then I guess that's all anyone could have asked for. There's a lot of debate. There's a lot of worry. You know, what if this all goes wrong? But for now, just bask in the glory of Spider-Man and Iron Man and Captain America all being in the same movie, no matter who wears the mask. It's going to be great. Iggy, I'll see you at some point in the future.